Hello, this is Mac once again, and of course this is Refocusing Barbados. For years we've been asking the Prime Minister to speak. Say something, Mr. Prime Minister, say something. And he had refused. But no, he has broken his silence. And I think I am going to beg the Prime Minister, please, Mr. Prime Minister, go back to your silence. Mr. Prime Minister, please do not speak anymore. I am very sorry that I did ask you to speak. And all the thousands of pages out there who were asking you and chiding you over the years to speak, I'm going to apologize on their behalf. We are sorry, sir. Sir, we are sorry. And I'm going to tell you why I'm sorry. I previously said that the nation has this habit of research, that they're placing some remarkable comments at the back page of their Daily Nation. And I'm going to say this to Roy Morris. Roy Morris, I've been speaking about the Nation newspaper for quite some time. I'm giving you free advertising. Roy Morris, I need to be compensated for this. I am selling your papers. Anything for free. Roy Morris, listen to me. You've got to pay me. Alright, let me go down. But Chris simply came on Monday, and Tuesday the Prime Minister appears tag teaming in tandem. And the article on the back page is telling the back page is where we're about to go. You know, usually people take the paper from front, and then look at the back. Don't do that no more. Take my time. Do it. Follow me. Do this. You go through. Take your time till you get here. Because based on what is happening with the Nation newspapers, if you do this and then you do this, you can have a shocker. Hear what I'm telling you? Be careful. Alright. Now, I'm going to read something the Prime Minister said. Boy, you talk about sport? This is real sport. Prime Minister assures Barbadians after IMF forecast. Prime Minister Francis Stewart, I'm quoting the article, is urging Barbadians not to be ashamed. You hear the word ashamed. Ashamed. Take note of that, underline that. Though the International Monetary Fund has placed the island at the bottom of the totem pole for economic growth in the Caribbean this year. The totem pole. So you got to underscore. Number one, ashamed. Two, totem pole. Because these are two important terms. Two important words. Listen to me. Ashamed and totem pole. Because we're going to deal with them today. But the Prime Minister for all this talk cannot ignore the IMF. Because they are here usually at the government's invitation. They don't come into your country like shotgun state with double barrel guns or whatever, you know, or two guns at the side and just stick them up. I ain't coming into your country. Or stick them up, you're under arrest. No, they don't do it like that. They can't come into your country unless they are invited in. So, they will only leave when the economy turns around, if there's nothing else for them to do. Number one, I tell you, they only are here at government's invitation. They can't come in on their own. Two, they will only leave after the economy has turned around. And judging for what is happening in our economy, they ain't leaving anytime soon. Unless we the people decide, listen, hey fellas, we had enough of one, and I think we should do it though. We had enough of you DLP administration. Get out, come, get out. We incorporated one up, get out the place, and let me have some good management in this place. they will be here for a long time. That's the truth. You see, remember Barbadians, they were out of our country for 14 years. They were here between 91 and 94. From 94 to 2008, they were out. From 91 and 94, it was the DLP administration. From 94 to 2008, they were out in the country under a DLP administration. They are back now under a DLP administration again. They seem to be a love affair. They love IMF. It seems so they love the IMF. Now, the only way we can get them out is if we manage our economy well. That's the only way we can get the IMF out. But you see, we also got to remember, understand the IMF is here. We are having a survey, IMF surveillance program. We're under IMF surveillance program. So they're here. So they're always going to be giving us, always going to be reviewing the economy because that is their function. And they're also going to give a prescription on how we can turn the economy around. If you know, going down the road and following a particular path, you can get lit down. When you cross the road, you can go down the road and cross the road and get lit down. You stay away from it. So we cannot blame the IMF. We place ourselves in the IMF hands. So we got to take what they give us. The only way to avoid that is to do what we have to say. We can manage our affairs ourselves. We are mature enough to do it. Get out. And we need to tell them again, get out. But the only way we can tell them get out is when we tell the Dems get out, and then we're able to tell the IMF get out too, follow them. Now, by them being here, we give them the right to speak. That's the truth. We give them the right to speak. So they cannot be ignored. Especially as the economy continues to perform so badly. And that's the thing we have to understand. We can't play politics with it. Put aside the politics. That's the reality. But if I were in the Prime Minister's position, I would not have used the word totem pole. Because a totem pole has two meanings. It connotes two things. A signpost and a landmark. Now let me look at the first one it could mean. It could mean a signpost. The signpost, you go by the garage, you see a signpost, you know them concrete posts, and they have these wooden signs on them that says Bridgetown this way, Hastings that way, Garrison that way. There's one at Sadie Corner in Rashmore Hall, I think. It was there for some years when I was a little boy, right? Rashmore Hall, Gully this way, right? Ashford that way, right? That's it, Lancaster so. Now, our totem pole signpost is saying to us, this way you're going to crash, that way you're going to safety. But you know which way we're going? We're going so. And Straw admit it when you say we shouldn't be ashamed. We should be ashamed about direction. Mr. Straw, we are ashamed of the direction of our country. But the other thing we as a people should be ashamed of is that we allow it to go so long. That we allow it to continue. That's what we should be ashamed of. That's the real embarrassment. How we can sit down, 270,000 of us, right? Allow 16 people to carry over precipice for all we to break the neck, and we sit down and say, all right, the problem continue. Madness! Madness! Now, the thing is, when you see the signpost say, go so you can crash, you know, you gotta say, look, let me turn back here, because I don't want to crash, because I might crash, I might die and leave my children behind. I can't afford to crash. We turn it back. No, it can also mean a landmark. And you want some of the markets, right? You want to find Proc Village? No problem. You have a somebody, you know Beijing country directions just be like, right? I hear me talking Beijing, I talking Beijing. They tell you go up the road, just a little ways up the road, right? And you can see a sign marked Nichols Baking Company. right? That's Nichols Bakery, right? And then you travel a little bit up the road, you go come to the top of a hill, you make the left and you go down the hill and you come up a hill, and that's Pearl. Nichols Baking Company, or we call it Nichols Bakery, is a landmark. A landmark can be a good place. But when you listen to Father Strode, he said you at the bottom of the totem pole, so it can't be a good place. Nobody want to go to the bottom. So you understand what the Prime Minister is saying? He's saying we at the bottom of the totem pole. When you get to the landmark, with the landmark, when you get to the landmark, which is the bottom, you know you're not in a good place, so you're at the bottom, we're scraping the barrel. Oh. You can't get further in the bottom, right? You cannot get any further in the bottom. So he supports my argument that we are in a bad place. It's a fact, we are in a very bad place. So Mr. Prime Minister said, get back to your shame thing now. But you ask me just not to be ashamed. You know why? The Democratic Labour Party is messing with Bajan pride. Bajans take pride in their governments and their leaders. Everybody Tom Matters going after. They take pride in their leaders. There's one thing with Bajans, they like to know their leaders are smart, are brilliant. We're accustomed to that. We're accustomed to that. We're accustomed to the foolishness that we have now. So I guess we got to take this man to task. Because it's pure bilge. Mr. Prime Minister, I want to take you to paragraph 5, right? Let me look at paragraph 5. I can read it for you. However, striking back at the IMF prediction, you come to. I don't think anybody in the Caribbean will be persuaded by it because Barbados is certainly not at the bottom of the totem pole in the thinking of the people of the Caribbean. If we are not projected to register economic growth at the rate at which other countries in the Caribbean are likely to register it, that has to be put in the context of where we are coming from and where they are coming from. That's the same thing Chris Hickler said. Nonsense! Mr. Prime Minister, let me talk about where we are coming from. Let me talk where we're coming from. We came from a place where we had money in our pockets. We ain't got money in our pockets now. We can afford the prices in supermarkets. It is hell when you're going there. We can pay our light bills, right? A lot of we had a problem with paying our light bills, right? A lot of we able to pay our water bills. We have so many taxes per week. We're able to send school with children. You want to hear where we're coming from? That's where we're coming from. No, you have brought us here where those things are not possible anymore. That's what the St. Paul said. So you're going to crash, so you're safe. So we need to turn around and go so where we are safe. I want to know why they find it convenient to compare us with other Caribbean brothers. And if they want to do it, let me do it, right? This is what the Prime Minister, Mr. Chris Hickler, is saying. We have running water. Some that probably don't have running water. We have indoor toilets. Some of them don't have any. We have a public transportation system. Some of these other islands in the Caribbean, they don't have that. Most of them have something that right now we don't have. Most of them have something we don't have. Most of them have a good leader. Think of that. Folks, that's all for now. This has been Matt. We have been Refocusing Barbados. Take care.